after this is all yours. You got the floor. Is that cool?
All right. So I have a question for you. Have you read the Quran?
You know I've read the Quran, my Quran radio.
I mean, with sincerity.
I mean, how else can you read it? I can't read it with deep. I can't
into it just to find.
I can't read it with deviance in my heart.
Why not?
Because that would be just disgusting. I don't want my heart to be diseased and deviant.
I'm saying, like, what if you like hold the Trinity dearly, and you're like, you know what? I need some content for my live, so I gotta look into their books so I could put some dirt on these Muslims. And you go into the Quran to find some dirt.
You think I put dirt on the? I don't have to. I just read, bro.
I'm saying if you look for it, you know. Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just fine.
Somebody said they can't hear me.
Oh, that's maybe them. I don't know. We just fine though, bro. We just read. That's it.
Okay. So you're saying that you read with sincerity. Okay.
All we do is read.
Question for you. Where did Jesus die?
Where did he die?
Yeah.
He died in Jerusalem.
Okay. Is that in Golgotha, outside of Jerusalem?
Yep.
So how come in Luke 13:33, when Herod tries to kill him, he says he's going to keep doing his works and he's going to cast demons out today, tomorrow, and the next day, for it's not possible for a prophet to die outside of Jerusalem?
What it's talking about is it's not possible for a prophet to die at the hands out of other than the Jews. So when the prophets die, it's always at the hands of the Jews. They're always the ones behind it. Jerusalem represents the people as well. You see this all over the Old Testament.
Referring to him, you're saying this is referring to other prophets?
Say that again. You cut out.
Are you saying this is referring to other prophets, not himself?
No, he's speaking in general when he says that it's not fit that a prophet dies outside of Jerusalem. Jerusalem, in that context, represents the people of Jerusalem, the people, right? The Jews. So the Jews, and you see this all throughout the Old Testament, that Jerusalem is mentioned representing the people, right? Jerusalem does this, Jerusalem does this, Jerusalem fell God, yada, yada, yada. It represents the people. So the prophets are always being persecuted at the hands of the Jews. That's what he's saying. And it's not possible that a prophet dies outside of Jerusalem. Prophets don't die at the hands of, non-Jews. It's always the Jews that are persecuting the prophets and giving them up to be killed or whatever.
But over here, we have them saying that that Herod is trying to kill you, and then he goes into like this defensive mode. Like he's like, I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. I'm gonna do it today, tomorrow, the day after, and then he gives a finishing statement, like it's not even possible.
Well, why don't you read the verse? I mean, I just gave you your answer. I don't. What part of my answer is not helping?
Am I misunderstanding then? Where am I misunderstanding?
So your misunderstanding is that when Jesus says it's not fit for a prophet to die outside of Jerusalem, you're saying, you believe it's the city, it's the place. That's what you're saying. It's the place. It's the city. It's really
outside of Jerusalem is Golgotha.
It's the people.
Radio, you need to hit the volume button. Oh, you guys can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You just keep cutting out. You just keep cutting out.
I press mute when you're speaking. That's all.
All right, so just don't do that. Ahead. Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Oh, okay. All right, I won't do that.
So did you understand my answer?
I'm trying, honestly, It's outside of Jerusalem is Golgotha. Are you saying this is not the location of the crucifixion, or you're you know what I'm saying?
You didn't hear my answer?
You can repeat it for me so I'll try to listen.
Repeat it again?
Volume louder.
Repeat it again?
Yeah, repeat it. Keep it short. Go ahead.
All right, this is probably the fourth time I'm saying this. But okay, I'll say it again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I'll say it again, though. Jerusalem is representation of the people of Jerusalem, the Jews. So in the Old Testament, it refers to Jerusalem, right? Like the people of of Judea. It refers to the Jews as Jerusalem sometimes. So what he's saying is that it's at the hands of the Jews that prophets are persecuted, not of the
The hand
Gentiles.
of the Jews. So you're replacing the word Jerusalem for the people.
I'm not replacing anything. I'm giving you the meaning behind it.
No, I'm just trying to understand your context. Like, just if I switch that word, then I would understand it better.
Okay, so switch the word Jerusalem with the Jews.
Okay, so that's what you mean. Okay, and you guys can hear me better now. I think it was I moved that little thingy to the middle.
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah, they're saying that they only hear in the right ear. So is this the left and then this is the right?
Yeah, but we can hear you perfectly fine, dude. You're perfectly fine.
Okay. All right. So where do you think, since you read the Quran, where do you think the Quran came from?
I think that whoever the author is a man, a human being who made it up. I think that he was. I do.
Why do you guys say Satan when every second we say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim? We seek refuge in God from the outcast Satan. So why would you guys think that?
Because the Satan that's in the Quran is not the true Satan. His name is not Iblis. That's a fake character that Satan created to make you think that you're going against Satan. So he created this false character, this false adversary that you think is the Satan, to make you think that you're going against him when you're really not. You're actually serving him.
Oh, bro, come on. You read the Quran. You know majority of the Quran is about morals and ethics.
No, it's not.
It's very similar to the Bible.
No, it's not. It's unethical. It's unethical. It's very unethical. And your sunnah is unethical.
Why is it unethical?
It teaches that you are allowed to marry and sleep with and divorce prepubescent girls.
Oh, come on.
It teaches that you're allowed to.
Flower age, it's in the Bible too.
So the flower says beyond the Bible says beyond the flower of her youth.
After puberty that she has to be.
It says beyond the flower of her youth. Your Quran says she doesn't have to be in puberty. Before puberty, you're able to marry, sleep with, and divorce a girl. That's not biblical.
Well, today, if you ask any, sheikh, they're gonna say that she has to be sound. She has to agree.
I don't care what a sheikh says today. I care about what the Quran says and what the early Muslims say. I don't care about what sheikhs say today. I go to the people who your sheikhs learned from, like Ibn Kathir, Al-Tabari, Qurtubi, Jalalain. These people, Ibn Abbas.
So all these people that are disputing that, they're wrong.
None of them dispute it.
They don't dispute the fact that you have to be sound of mind, mature. You have to accept the marriage.
That's not what Islam teaches. That's anti-Islam.
So you're saying you could be a little baby.
It could be. That's what the Quran says.
Astaghfirullah. Come on.
I know. That's the problem.
That's not how it is. I think you're.
That's what the Quran says,
I'm sure
bro.
Many have told you.
What am I supposed to do? That's what the Quran says.
Bro, tell me one person. Tell me one person who a sheikh you said that they're saying yes to this.
Ibn Kathir.
So I can go and ask them.
Ibn Kathir.
No, I'm talking about that I can find here.
What did I say about your sheikhs today? By the way, I'm pretty sure that some people can bring up some Arabic speaking videos of sheikhs saying, yeah. I actually seen some of that. Actually, I don't have that. Guys, do you guys group on Telegram and stuff? You guys have those videos where the sheikhs are saying yes, 65-4 means yeah, like you don't have to wait till puberty and yada yada yada, right? We've seen the videos. It's in Arabic though. But yeah. But again, I couldn't care less. It's in the Quran. It says that those of your women, 65-4, those of your women who talking about divorce.
65:4.
Talking about divorce.
Let me see. Quran 65:4.
Those of your women
Then
who you
again,
fear
I'm just a layman.
menstruation, who you fear
I'll
are
bring this
past
to
menstruation.
someone knowledgeable.
Those of your women who you fear are
Okay.
past menstruation. If you're in doubt, their waiting period when you divorce them is 3 months. Now, you only have a waiting period if you've been touched. The Quran says that also. So you have a waiting period if you've been touched.
They could never imagine. 65:4. As your woman past the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months, and those who have not menstruated as well. As for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery, and whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matters easy for them.
You see how it's divorcing girls who haven't menstruated yet?
Let me see.
You see how it said, and the ones who have not menstruated.
Where does it say about marriage? Oh, this is about divorce.
Yeah, it's about divorce.
Okay, so you're saying as for your woman past. Let's see, divorce. All right, I'm gonna screenshot this, and I'm gonna learn more about it.
Good.
So what's your favorite chapter in the Quran? Chapter Mary, I hope.
That's tough. That's actually a tough one. It's probably chapter 5, honestly. It's tough though.
Chapter 5.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Let me see.
It's Surah Maida.
Chapter 5.
Specifically.
Oh, the table.
Specifically, it just has a lot of verses that I really like in there. Verses 43 to 47 is really good. Verse 68.
43.
Yeah, it's really good. Or you can look at 60.
Why did they come to you for judgment when they already have the Torah containing Allah's judgment? And they turn away after all, they are not true believers. Indeed, we have revealed the Torah containing guidance and light, by which the prophets who submitted themselves to Allah made judgments for Jews. So did the rabbis and scholars agree according to Allah's book, with which they were entrusted and of which they were made keepers. So do not fear the people, fear me, nor trade my revelations for a fleeting gain. And those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are truly the disbelievers. We ordained for them in the Torah a life for a life, an eye for an eye, a nose for a nose.
Look, it even quotes the Bible. I love that.
And for the tooth for a tooth. And for the wounds, equal retaliation.
Don't you love how it quotes the Bible?
Sure.
See, I love this chapter.
It will be atonement for them.
Skip to verse 47. Verse 47 is really good.
47.
This is probably my favorite verse of the entire Quran.
Okay, then the footsteps of the prophets we sent Jesus, son of Mary, confirming the Torah revealed
47, not 46.
The gospel containing guidance and light. It's good to read one verse before.
I agree.
Like confirming what has revealed in the Torah, a guide and a lesson to the God-fearing. So let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed in it. And those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are truly the rebellious.
I love that verse. That's my favorite verse of the entire Quran.
But the gospel, the kingdom of God that he was preaching, the revelation he received, is not the collection of books that you call Biblio.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Hold on a second. Here we go. Hold on, just 1 second. And here we are. Our new segment that we love is What's the Injil? See, when the Quran says that the Christians are to judge by the Injil and everything that is revealed in it, the Muslim says we don't have it. So now the question is, then what is it? What is the Injil, my new guest? Wait a second. Are you saying that the Injil is the kingdom of God? So then then don't even quote that.
Luke. So we don't really know.
So you don't know.
I don't trust.
Got it.
I don't trust the
okay.
Paul.
No worries. You don't trust Paul. No worries. Who wrote the Injil?
Yeah. So that's the question. Did he receive the revelation like a book, or did he receive it like to his mind? Or
That's another question. Was the Injil an oral revelation, or was it a book, a physical book? Which one was it? What was it?
Probably oral revelation.
How do you know?
Well, that's how the prophets received it, no?
No. But let me give it to you. Let's say it was an oral revelation. Fine. Eventually, it was written down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So who wrote it?
The scribes or people around him
Who?
that he trusted.
Maybe like his disciples, maybe?
Why is somebody putting rainbows next to my name? Check that shit out.
Don't mind that. Don't mind that. No cussing on the panel, please.
Yeah, man. These
Focus,
guys,
focus.
Oh, I see rainbow.
Would it have been? Would it have been his disciples that wrote the Injil?
Would it have actually? I'm not sure. I have to check the Quran, because
Got
the
it.
Quran we have a chain of narration back to Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah. Do you have a
But
chain
when
of
it comes
narration back
to-
to the Injil?
That's the question. Why wouldn't God preserve the Quran, right? I mean the Injil.
That's not the
like
question. The
Quran.
question is, do you have a chain that goes back to the Injil?
Do we have a chain that goes back to the Injil?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Dang, somebody done snatched your chain, man. Someone done took your chain. That's crazy. So you don't have a chain that goes
Why is
back
that?
to this. Wait, I'm about to show you the
But
importance.
even if we did, you probably wouldn't believe it. You still believe in the Bible.
Well, you don't know. You don't have a chain to this Injil. You don't know who wrote this Injil. You don't know what the Injil was.
What if the Jews have it?
Wait,
what
wait.
if the Roman Jews
Do they?
hit it? What if they have it in
Do they?
some vault and they don't want to give it to you? They
So
want to
what if? So all of this.
What if the Vaticans have it?
So all of this to show that you don't know what the Injil is, do you?
We know he preached the message to believe in one
But you
God,
don't know
love
what the
thy
Injil
neighbor.
is, do you?
I answered that already. I don't know.
So then
since
you don't know what the Injil is, how in Allah's Gehenna can you tell me what it's not?
What are you trying to say out of this?
How can you tell me that I don't have the Injil when you don't know what the Injil is in the first place? Does that make sense?
Because you guys put your whole faith around a Trinity pagan concept.
How do you know what the Injil? How can you know that I don't have the Injil when you don't know what the Injil is in the first place?
I don't know where the Injil is. I don't.
It's
mentioned for a reason.
So you
that
don't.
Means it has been.
So
there.
that means that you don't know if I have it or not, do you? I could possibly very well have the Injil in my Bible, right? And you wouldn't know it, right?
But we do know where the Bible came from. It came from anonymous authors.
Who wrote once again? Who wrote the Injil?
Oh, you're saying that. Who wrote the Injil? I don't know who wrote the Injil.
So the Injil has anonymous authors.
Who wrote the Injil? But we do know that the Injil is a revelation
just to be clear,
I don't know.
Just to be clear, the Injil has anonymous authors. You don't know who they are?
No. The Bible, Biblio.
Yeah, does the Injil have anonymous authors, or do you know who they are?
No, the Injil is the good news that was given to
who wrote it?
Given to Jesus.
Who wrote it?
Who said who wrote it? It's probably a revelation from God to Jesus.
The Quran says it was written.
Gabriel
you said it was written earlier. You said it was written earlier, and even your Quran says it was written. Who wrote it?
Who wrote it? Why does it matter who wrote it? He preached it.
Why does it matter who wrote it? You want to know why it matters? Because you're saying that I don't have the Injil in my Bible simply because the authors are anonymous. They're not, but let me just give it to you. You're saying the authors are anonymous. We don't know who wrote it. So that's why you don't think that the Injil is in my Bible. But you don't know who wrote the Injil. The Injil has anonymous authors. So it sounds like it's fitting the bill here.
Yeah, but how do you know if it's not like someone wrote it down and then changed it up, add some things to it?
How would you know? How would you know if the Injil's been changed if you don't know what it is to begin with?
Well, if I find the Injil, I'll give it to you, but you still won't believe it.
So you don't. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at. My Quran radio.
Even if it was found
my
today,
Quran radio. This is where we're at, bro. This is where we're at, and then we'll finish it here because this is honestly.
Yeah, let somebody else come up.
Yeah, this isn't fair right now. So this is where we're at.
Started this gospel. Now I know why you brought me to this verse.
You started it. You started it.
Nah, you brought me to this verse so you could make a show.
It wasn't me, man. It wasn't me, man. Well, hey, what I have you do? You asked me my favorite verses of the Quran.
Listen, just follow me, bro. You follow me. We can talk later.
Yeah, you asked me my favorite chapter. I gave it to you. I even gave you my favorite verses. So this is what it led to. It ain't my fault. I love these verses of the Quran. And our favorite segment this year is what is the Injil? That's our favorite segment of the day. Because when we go through this, we see, one, you guys don't know what it is. And two,
what about that
the
verse?
reasons why the reasons that you reject our Bible are the same reasons why you should reject this Injil. You say that our Bible is anonymous. The gospel that we have is anonymous. We don't know the authors. You don't know the authors of the Injil.
Okay.
You don't know the authors of the Injil.
Forget the authors.
Forget the authors now.
The Injil. Listen, do you believe that the Injil was given from God to Angel Gabriel to Jesus?
Your Quran doesn't even say that.
No, I'm saying, do you believe that?
No, not even. And you don't believe that either.
So you think a book just came from God and like, here you go, Jesus? Or is it something that was into his memory?
The gospel is, Jesus is the revelation of the gospel. The gospel is, and Jesus is one and the same. It's him. He's the good news.
Question.
Everything he preached is the good news. So hold on. Don't, dude, stop shuffling. Don't do the Muslim shuffle here.
I just want to learn.
Okay, if you want to learn, stay focused. If you want to learn, stay focused.
Okay, go ahead.
So when you have this issue here, you as a Muslim don't even believe that the gospel is some book that Allah gave Jibril to give to Jesus. Your Quran never says that. Okay? It doesn't say that. It just says we gave Jesus the Injil. It confirmed the Torah that came before it. Nice, beautiful. Your Quran also says it was written down. Who wrote it? I think you would say that most likely his disciples wrote it. Right? Would you agree?
His
disciples would have written. His disciples, his companions would have written down what he taught.
Didn't Jesus not like it when they wrote stuff down of what he said?
Nope. Never said.
I swear, I thought I saw that in the Bible somewhere.
Nope, that's not in the Bible anywhere. So,
all right, when I find it, I'm gonna send it to you.
You won't find it. So the people who would have written down the Injil would have been his companions, his disciples, right?
Say that again. Sorry, I lost focus.
It's okay.
Yeah, I see this rainbow signs again.
It's okay, man. You take a hike. It's not even fair for continue the conversation. And there we have it, guys. That is our segment, our favorite segment of the year. And we're always going to end it off and cap it off with the question that is unanswerable. And that was another segment in episode of All right, let's continue our live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who we have next on the panel.